Hello guys, it's Adele here with a new weekly trading ideas video for this week starting the 1st of May 2023. So the first trading idea that I want to talk about is on the British pound, and I'll be showing you on 30-minute time frame. I'm working with the TradingView platform and with my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators. So what you see before you is the latest development of the British pound. And what I want to talk about here is this support which formed at 1.2475. As you can already see, in this zone, heavy volumes were traded. If you look at the weekly volume profile, that's that gray profile we have here on the left, this one, then it shows that the heaviest volumes throughout the whole previous week were traded right here. That's at our level, right? Or just a tiny bit below our level. And that means that this level is very significant. So it seems that buyers were building up their long positions here, and then they pushed the price aggressively upwards on Friday. Now those buyers should be defending this zone in the future if this zone is tested again. Right? Because clearly it's important for them because they placed so many of their volumes there. So when there is a pullback to this level in the future, then I expect that there'll be a reaction. Now, I'm not saying that there will be a pullback. I'm not going short from here, speculating on the price to drop to that support. No. But what I'm saying is if the price drops to this level, to this support, then chances are that there'll be a reaction, as those buyers will be defending this important zone. All right, so that's the strong support on the British pound, 1.2475. Now we just need to wait for the price to drop to that level, and then we can take it from there. Now the next trading idea that I like to talk about is on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. So let's check it out. So this is the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen 30-minute time frame. That's my favorite time frame to do day trading volume profile analysis. And in here, in the latest development, you can see that there was a strong uptrend, and within the uptrend there were a couple of important heavy volume zones. The closest ones are those two, and the levels which I have here, the supports which I have here, are based on those two volume zones. So the first support is in here at 83.69. The second one is in here at 83.23. Now when the price is moving in a trend like this, then volume clusters are pointing us to places where buyers who are pushing the price upwards were active, right? So in those places, buyers were active and they were adding to the long positions. And if there are pullbacks to those zones in the future, then they should defend those zones, right? Because clearly those zones are important for them. So that's why those should work as supports. And I expect the price will bounce off those supports. Now, apart from this volume profile setup, which by the way is called the trend setup because I trade it when there's a trend, there's also one more. If I extend that line from the support one, then you can see that the price bounced off this zone in the past, in here, very nicely, very strongly. This means that it worked as a resistance in the past, right? And when resistance is breached, it becomes a support, right? So this is a price action setup that confirms our volume profile setup. Now the same thing is also with the support number 2. If I extend this line, then this is where the price bounced off this line in the past. So again, it was a resistance, right? And in this place, the resistance got breached and it turned into a support. So both those volume clusters are actually backed by one more trading setup, a price action setup that adds strength to them. All right. So that's why I think that the chances are that the price will react to both of them. An ideal scenario would be pullback to the first one and a reaction, and then bigger pullback to the second one and another reaction. That's what I hope for. All right. So that's for the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. And the next pair I want to comment on is the Euro Japanese yen. So what you see before you now is a 30-minute time frame of the Euro Japanese yen. And in here I have two supports as well. The first one is at 149.44, and it is based on the trend setup on this volume cluster created within this uptrend. So basically it's the same setup as I just showed you on the New Zealand dollar Japanese yen, right? Because there is a significant volume cluster created within a trend. So that's the support number one. And the support number two is based on the volume accumulation setup. With this setup, you need to see a rotation followed by a trend. Then you want to see how the volumes are distributed within the rotation, and you trade from the place where the volumes were the heaviest, right? So that's the support number two at 147.64. This is important zone for buyers who are building up the long positions before manipulating the price to shoot upwards. So that's why this level should be important for them in the future, and they should defend it. And by the way, this level is also the weekly point of control, as you can see in here on the gray weekly volume profile. All right, that also adds strength to it. Now this level needs a bit wider stop loss, either behind the heavy volume zone, which would be somewhere in here, or even in here, but this is probably just too much, so I'll just stick to placing the stop loss in here. All right, so ideal scenario, pull back to the first support and a reaction, then again pull back to the second support and another reaction. That's what I would like to see there. Now, if you guys are interested in learning more about volume profile trading, and if you would like to trade alongside me every day, then what I recommend is visiting my website. This is it, trader-dale.com. And if you click this button, which says Browse Courses, it will take you to a page where you can browse my courses. The one at the top is called the Elite Pack, and it focuses on volume profile trading. And the one below that is called the Order Flow Pack, and it focuses on day trading with order flow. There are videos which you can watch that will show you everything that you'll be getting. And if you have any further questions, or if you need to help with anything else, then there is a quick chat window which you can use, and we'll be happy to help. All right, so that's about that. Now, before I wrap this video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my volume profile and VWAP indicators for TradingView platform, and right now on your screen you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner, and what I'll do is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate is just leave a comment below this video that I'll upload on YouTube, and the next week I'll randomly pick one person to win my TradingView indicators. Alright? So that's about the contest, and that's also to wrap up this video. So thanks for watching, I hope you found it useful, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, either in some next video, or if you decide to join one of our courses, then I'll see you in the members area. So see you next time, and until then, happy trading!